What is good, YouTube? Back with another reaction. You feel me? By the time you're seeing this, y'all been getting the daily uploads. By the time the clips start going out, y'all gonna start getting double uploads. In the future, I'm gonna try to get y'all to get triple uploads daily. Today we got a reaction from the dog F Taro on God of High School. It's Pure Hands. God of High School is a top tier anime for sure. I heard the light novel is pretty tough. I'm a little well versed, but I'm not like too in deep. So we're gonna react to my boy's take on God of High School. But as always, you know, we gotta start with the verse of the day. Talk to me, F. Oh, we gotta read it. There's no sound here. First Thessalonians. For our gospel did not come to you in word only, but in power, and in the Holy Spirit, and in much assurance, as you know what kind of men we were among you for your sake. Talk to me. Hope my audio's not tweaked out.
Now, back when I was a young buck in my prime days watching anime, I stumbled upon this show called God of High School. This anime is tough, but they only got 13 episodes. It's been 4 years. Mappa, where's season 2 at? Anyway,
I'm saying, bro, 4 years, no season 2.
there's a couple of people I'll be interested in this video, but today, the main focus is him. Fred, drop the intro.
Hey, they sleeping on glasses, bro. Came in with a bat, started causing damage, wreaking havoc. He's him. I'm respects.
Now, Jin Morty in God of High School is hand certified. Trust me. Now, we start off this series with a God of High School tournament. Now, I'm not gonna go over the entire plot, but some other characters besides Morty Jin. The tournament starts off and we see everyone going crazy. We see people with bow staffs and nunchucks. You know what's getting crazy. Even people in the stands getting hype. You know they about to box. We got Chun-Li's brother in the chat and he hits him with the nah.
His form was actually insane there. Like, he already looked like he was preemptively preparing for the counter. His form's already squared. Look at the placement of his knee. You see the shading. His knee is actually in contact with the other dude's knee. He's getting thrown.
Elbow. Sit down. Get that out my face. Kick. Air palm. Got this man hitting the... Y'all see bro standing here?
Respects.
Yes,
Go.
I see the bat. But that's not what we're focused on. Fred, zoom in. Closer. Closer. Stop. These people are so trash. He's reading a book. Nah, that's just disrespectful. The bat was one thing, but not even acknowledging your opponents by reading a book is even crazier. And then he just proceeds to smack them all with no effort. He didn't even look up one time. Wouldn't let that happen to me though. Now I need everybody to stop and watch what he does right here.
This might go to Street Fighting right there. We're not sponsored, by the way. Talk to me.
Here we go again
Rather romantic.
with the light skin stare.
You demon.
Bro is looking into the fourth wall, staring at the audience. I swear nobody in anime does anything regularly. Like a simple turnaround wouldn't suffice. Why you gotta hit all that? Like, bruh, just turn around. But I can't lie, what he did was cold in the next scene. He turns
I got y'all chat. Hold on. You feel me? The list
around and hits 4 people with a haymaker. Now it may look like he seemed to hit them, but look at it in slow motion. He hit all of them with straight air.
It's tough because before the impact you can see
Look at bro in the front. He made him do.
And after the impact, you see like the shake effects on him. That's actually just like the air around him, because they don't have that. So it's not like, oh, it's just shaking. Well, dude in the back got it a little bit. It's like kind of a glare off of him.
Do a backflip. Homegirl over here cooked 5 dudes with a random sword and she didn't even touch him. That's cold. And now we got the man himself, Jin Mori. Man.
Also, I think this is meta. Like, you gotta put a filter over it. If not, if you're using like straight clips, if you have like, what is it, more than 10 seconds, that's why people be like re-looping the same clip and like having pauses in between. If it's more than 10 seconds of straight clip, I think it gets like
It's stretching before the fight, so and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Chat, watch this.
Bro, hit us with the.
This combo is crazy. Bro hits the spin and kicks him in the face. Kicks bro in the neck. Then another kick to the stomach. Runs up and weave breaks the back. Uppercut. Kick to the stomach. Stop playing with him. He's like that. That combo was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I did the same thing too in the school fight back in 10th grade. I just didn't have the cameras on at the time. And now I introduce to you. Oh yeah, most definitely he is straight out of the hood. Now I thought, he doesn't seem that strong, to be honest. No. Oh no. Look at this. His eyes changes from this to that. Oh nah. I see why you're tied up. You're a menace, buddy. He charges at them, then kicks bro to the right.
I didn't even peep that in my first like watch through of GOH. That boy got cauliflower ear. That's how you know he a demon. He just be getting into fights. He was in prison too. That's where he came from. That's how you know he on BT. It's different when it's like, oh, he's like, you know, he fought to survive. He's from the streets. No, this is literally a demon, bro. He fights for fun, bro. You see the cauliflower ear, bro.
Kicks dude up into the air. Kicks bro so hard his face transformed. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, he's frying everyone in the chat. And he hasn't even used his hands yet. Wait, he hasn't used his hands yet? He kicks bro mid-air and then stomps him out with the Nike.
He to a bowling ball?
Kicks bro mid-air and then stomps him out with the Nike slide.
If you the two niggas that like got sent flying like bowling pins, you're sorry. Should have never enrolled to be here. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, bro.
Slides. You might as well remove the slides. He's cooked. Look at his face. Delinquent activity. Keep in mind, he still hasn't used his hands yet. The girl with the sword tries to take a shot at him, and look, his eyes are closed, and he's cheesing. And not only that, he catches the sword with his toes. This guy is insane. He is hand certified and he hasn't even used his hands yet. Bro, he's nice. Jin Mori gets kicked to the wall, but peep this. He hits his ankle before getting sent flying. This man Jin Mori so fast not even the animators could keep up. They run up to each other for the final kick and they end the scene right there. We're gonna be skipping some fights in the preliminaries because some people was trash. That's just how it is. But the first fight we finna see is Chun-Li's brother versus Mr. Delinquent over here. We start off the fight with Chun-Li's brother air palming him to the gut. Jin was so powerful you can see air waves coming from his back. Chun-Li's brother hits the Ginyu Force pose and then goes crazy, throwing every haymaker and then punches into the crowd. Chun-Li's brother was cooking up.
Kinda unrelated, but those might not be locks. It's probably like just curls. It's like really curly. It's kind of like free forming it. They don't have hair, like, you know, 4C. So it's not really gonna lock up, but it's like still free form, kind of, if that makes sense. That's a tough hairstyle.
Up for a second in the first half, I can't lie. But after I done seen this, yeah, he's fried. How do you land perfectly in the chair? Not only that,
the niggas in the audience are amazed on how he got there, bro.
How do you
look at them? This right here done peeked from behind the seat. Hello, sir. Can I get your autograph? You know you're cooked. This is a convict, but he just cooked like 3 people, and these niggas aren't cowering in fear. They're more surprised how he landed upright, and why is there no one behind him? Coincidentally, what did he do to the person else behind him? This is Houdini incarnate. They got him in a straitjacket.
You land perfectly in the chair. Not only that, he has not one scratch on him. He jumps to the stage and Chun-Li hits him with
Why
a
you going
kick to
against
the
gravity,
face
gang?
and tries to backheel him. Like I said, Chun-Li Jr. was cooking up in the first
Excellent
half,
horse stance.
but peep this. He's finally gonna use his hands to box. And the next part is
man, by the
crazy,
way.
I can't even hold you. Chun-Li runs up and they get to boxing. Then bro got him back
Yo,
with a
it's
palm
close.
strike. Now when I seen this while watching the episode, I knew this man was elite. This man is running full speed in Nike slides. No shoelaces. Running
Peep the
full
animation?
speed.
He actually took a step on air. Now look how weird his legs look. It's just his speed. We're not gonna be able to see his legs properly.
In
Right there, he took an invisible step on
Nike
air.
slides. No shoelaces.
He's him, bro.
No sports mode. Open-toed Nike slides.
Here we go.
He jumps
just
up
double
and
jumped there.
kicks bro
Oh.
to the cranium. Then this man with one arm starts comboing him with crazy amounts of lefts. And that's not even the
Bro,
crazy
there's no
part.
mixing
He
of
grabs
variation.
Chun-Li Jr. by his, and that's not
You have to respect a fighter with good footwork, and even more so a fighter
even the
with good
crazy
movement.
part.
Look at the movement. Slips past his guard, ducks under, catches his arm so now he can't counter, and then pretty much does like a flip off one leg.
Grabs Chun-Li Jr.
God.
by his hair and puts the Nike slide to the face. This man is nice.
Axe kick
Got the
of
crowd
doom.
shook. Put this man in JJK. Oh nah. Picking him up by the neck is crazy. Full grin and all. This man needs help. Badly. And he's shaking him
He
in
signed
the
up for this
air.
tournament, bro.
Crazy.
He getting ragged.
Wouldn't let that happen to me though.
Bro is getting cooked
Ugh.
repeatedly and repeatedly, and Chun-Li Jr. gets a flashback. Now this can go two
Either
ways
gonna
here.
die
One,
or power
he
up.
could go
That's what
crazy
we
and
thinking.
unleash the power from within.
Okay. What's the second option?
The second option is he gets completely cooked.
Anime logic.
Chun-Li Jr. deflects the kick and counters him with the air palm.
Ice
Oh,
Beast
yeah.
Strike.
He better go crazy.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. The palm's already connected. Look at his face. Now, granted, doing the right looks like my dog Kenichi. I know, elite ball knowledge. But he is not Kenichi. He caught his leg and palmed him. This nigga is still not reacted and he's still smiling. How did his attack...
Do you love boating?
Not sponsored. How did his attack sit there and do damage to himself? You feel me? The second you saw that he was still grinning, bro. Pat that
Dang,
joke, bro.
never mind. He sold. Yeah. That's crazy. He had a flashback and all, and he still got fried.
His attack got countered.
Dang, plot is not on your side, buddy. Nah, dog is slapping him repeatedly,
Hit me
and
some.
he
Please hit me
still
some.
hasn't used
That's
his
so
other
childish,
hand.
bro.
He still hasn't
Open
used
palm
his
in his
other
head.
hand. Chun-Li Jr. was just going outside at this point, man. This man was getting choked, stomped out, even getting the Sasuke treatment. Somebody save this man. He needs help.
I need a hero.
And here comes the man himself.
Not
And
that.
look at what he
You're
says.
the only one that
Get up.
pictures. John. This Mori is on time, bro. He sees the unsportsmanlike conduct and knows this is not no fighter, but this is a barbarian.
I didn't even hit that hard.
That looked pretty hard to me, buddy. He charges at Jin Mori, and then he gets sent flying to the stands. The kick was so hard, the ground started to break
Yeah, bro, spinning
apart.
like a
Then we
torpedo.
see a D1 crash out
Made him take that
emerge
arm
from the
out, though.
crowd. He randomly just starts getting flashbacks, but we don't care. Back to the fight. He kicks Aura to the arena, and this random blocks it. They meet in the air, and Jin Mori hits him without
Those were not feints. Those were not feints. If anyone is familiar with the principles of like people being tough, it's like the gentle, like strength within gentleness. Like when Yamamoto touched the ground with his blade, whole block got removed. When Ichigo and Aizen were fighting, Aizen thought because he was swinging hard, he was destroying the mountains with their clashes, but it was really just Ichigo's power.
and this random blocks it. They meet in the
It comes from oxymorons. If you're able to do something like slowly and do mad damage, you're tough. Or if you're able to do something fast and do no damage, like when Zoro tried to cut the leaf, but then was like able to cut through the stone with like a single. You feel me?
air,
That's
and
what
Jin
that
Mori
was. Us. You thinking he's not connecting? He's touching like. Also, great design on the wind. If you look at it, it has like the shape of a face.
hits him without touching him. Then then kicks him to the arena. Then after the fight, he got hit with that paralysis jutsu. But yeah, the fight is over. I'm calling this man Sun Wukong from now on. Bro was so tough, he gave this man PTSD. He shook. We gonna skip this fight, but just know, she went crazy. Now my boy Han was going crazy this fight. I can't even hold you. Now I
That boy was fighting spectacles, bro. He had to be locked
can't
up.
lie. He was getting fried first half. It was bad. I'm talking about he's getting cooked by a guy who's using a baseball bat. But then he gets a flashback. And unlike the other guy, he actually goes crazy. With one punch, he destroys his entire arsenal. Then after, they get to boxing. My boy's throwing hands. My boy Han is throwing haymaker after haymaker after haymaker. Four Eyes can't keep up with the combo. Then his guard got broken. This fight is crazy, I can't even lie. Gives him a 3-piece combo, no bed with a heel to the cranium. Bro was getting cooked so bad, he wasn't even in the frame. They don't even do this in DBZ. That's how you know it's bad. Han is beating the bricks off him, then kicks him to the gut, then knees him to the face. He goes for the finisher, but Four Eyes falls to the ground. And that's the match. So it turns out this dude gave Jin Mori some poison fruit to see if he's actually Sun Wukong, and he basically survived. He's also supposed to be fighting this dude so he doesn't get disqualified for interrupting the last match. He knocked him down in 0.2 seconds.
That's so peak, bro. Nigga said, "Can you fight me serious?" He's like, "Bro, I'm him, bro. I'm an administrator, bro. I can't fight you serious." He said, "At the very least, flash the speed blitz him. I can't fight a man with glasses on."
And the fight was over. Buddy, pack it up. Pack it up. You're trash. He couldn't even take his L like a real one. So he had to get kicked to the cranium. Alright, so long story short, these two are supposed to be fighting.
Oh, you missing it. Hold on. But Davy's like cooking her.
He almost kills her. If we being really honest, it's not really his fault. I mean, his friend is in critical condition, and the only reason why he's in the tournament is to fight for his friend. But Jin Mori could not let that slide. So it's gonna be my boy Jin Mori versus my guy Han.
I'm gonna have to let it slide. Jin Mori's not on that type of time, man.
We skipping this fight right here because we already know he packed him up in 10 seconds. He's trash. Nah, but Jin Mori knows Han is watching, and the look on his face says it all. He's ready to box. We get to the arena and the aura is intense. The fight starts and Morty hits a spin kick to Han, but he blocks it. Then he kicks.
See, the reason that's so cool is in real time, if you're capable of doing this.
The fight starts and Morty hits a
At this point right here, where he's still in the air, he can either release a kick with that foot that's present, or he can use the foot on the left, which is the lower foot. Oh, I keep forgetting I have a mouse. Or he can use this foot and go for a high kick. So he delays it to go for the body kick to throw him off, because he can easily go for the high kick with this foot right now.
Spin kick to Han, but he blocks it. Then he kicks him again, sends him flying to the ropes. He goes for a third one and misses. Oh yeah, we about to see hands. Han hits him in the cranium and gives him a left hook to the dome. Misses the kick and Morty counters with a punch. He hits his thigh and then kicks him to the dome. They run up and then they counter each other. He weaves the punch. Jin Mori blocks the kick. Then Han grabs his head and knees him to the dome. If any other person was in this position, he would have had a career-ending injury. He goes for it again and gets blocked. Han gives him a right hook, but Mori eats that and spin kicks him to the face. Mori hits him in the shoulder, but Han eats that and sweeps the leg. Hits him with the left and then misses the right. Jin Mori hits this. That jump was clean. I can't even hate. They throw their strikes and they deflect. They got the crowd shook. This fight is top tier. They over here bobbing and weaving like they in Weave Nation. They going crazy. Han dodges the kick and hits him.
What was that joint called in Sparking Zero? Like the Vanish Dash or something, bro? My fault. Let me not embarrass myself.
With a clean left and then a clean right. Got my boy leaking. But look at him. He got no scratches. He's locked. Morty runs towards Han and weaves the punch. Then my boy gets saucy with it and breaks his guard. Then hits him with a special attack. and then Mori kicks him to the other side of the arena. Han is in the corner contemplating life, and then Mori walks over to him and tells him to get up. Nah, this is crazy. Having your opponent help you to get up after getting comboed is wild. And the stare down? Insane. Han couldn't let that slide, so he kicks him up into the air. Got this man floating like he's Gojo. I'm sick. He charges up the punch. Oh wait, doesn't this remind you of somebody? Hey man, I'm just saying, bruh. It's looking pretty familiar. It's looking pretty familiar, isn't it? He hits him with a black tortoise, or should I say, black flash. Then he hits him with the tornado, runs up to him, and just starts throwing haymakers. You see the force he's putting into it? That man is putting his all into this fight. The form and the power of his punches. This man's trainer gotta be Mike Tyson the way he's executing these haymakers. He goes for the final attack. Mori is down for the count. Han finds out his friend is dead and has lost all hope. Mori is just gonna go all out on Han. He goes for the kick, but then Han weaves. Right, left, right, kick. He kicked the back fist.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Then a left kick to the stomach. Then a mean right to the jaw. Then a hook to the gut. Mori is putting up amazing numbers in this fight. The comeback is unbelievable. He goes for the final blow, but then the fight gets interrupted. Basically, Mira told him to lock in, and he gave him a friend from his letter saying, "You don't have to fight for me anymore, bruh." And after that, the beef is squashed, and we get back to boxing. Fight was so crazy it turned into paint. Mori hits him with a triple kick, but Han blocks it with the white tiger. Mori tries a fourth kick, but he gets palm to the gut, and he's smiling. Han, you could be cooked here, I'm not gonna lie. If someone is smiling after getting hit by your...
You just had your awakening, and your opponent still ain't taking you serious, bro. Let's go ahead and pack it up.
strongest attack, you're done. Just pack it up. You're cooked. This is like Cell getting hit by Vegeta's strongest attack and then smiling afterwards. Nah, that scene was crazy. But yeah, Han, you're cooked. Mori bounces back and hits him with the ultimate. The animation.
Yeah, with a new attack mid-fight.
If you feel like your brain craves...
You know what my brain craves? No more unsponsored ads. And you can help me with that by making sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to show you more of that later at the end of this video.
Oh my goodness. I high-key thought Han took the ultimate like a G. But nah, he's fried. Great fight, not gonna lie though. It was tough. Now the last fight we're gonna be talking about is my boy Sun Wukong versus Naruto. You gonna see why I call him Naruto. And look at what he says before the fight.
Let me just say one thing. With your taekwondo as it is, you'll never come close to beating me.
And by this clip alone, we can already tell.
See, that's the worst type of opponent to fight. Tactical opponent who uses a fighting style that's the same as yours or similar. Because naturally, in training with it, they know like counters, weaknesses, all types of stuff, but you've never seen them fight. So you have no clue how to use your fighting style, but they have seen your joint and also have practiced against people, you feel me? So they have some type of understanding of like, this how I'm gonna get to him.
He is a trash talker, and you know trash talkers be going crazy, especially on 2K. I don't even play 2K, but the clips I be seeing is wild. Blowing in the mic is insanity, I'm not gonna lie. Don't even get me started on Sparking Zero, bro. I'm glad they don't have communication on that game because I'm telling you, bro. Oh my goodness, you trash talkers will be wild. They start going crazy, but peep how Naruto is a part of Weave Nation. He weaves the first punch, weaves the second one, and does a spin move and avoids the kick. Yeah, this man can one and does a spin move
mid-fight and flex the jacket. This is the equivalent of the basketball joint where in Kuroko, Nash did the dribble and was like this and the ball was behind him before he did the elbow pass. This is the most disrespectful thing your opponent can do because here he has a choice to jump and then put that foot to the back of your skull.
Move and avoids the kick. Yeah, this man is Weave Nation certified. This man might even be the leader the way he weaved that last kick. I can't even hold you. Morty throws a barrage of kicks, but it had no effect. Even got countered when he tried the jump kick. Not gonna lie, that position is crazy work. They exchange a series of hits and then they block each other's attack. This next move was clean. Just watch. Naruto pushes him off, then kicks him so hard he got on all. Watch. Naruto
just told this peasant don't touch the leather.
Pushes him off, then kicks him so hard he got on all fours. Not Sun Wukong, the goat of all monkeys. And then he had the audacity to say this. That's your first weakness. You suck at hand-to-hand combat. Nah, that's like wild to say that mid-fight standing over your opponent just to break down his fighting style is insane work. Look at Morty's face. He looks defeated. The fight just started. They get back to boxing and Mori hits the triple kick, but gets countered with a foot to the face. Alright.
He's not only, I don't care about what no offense, F, but like, holy.
Boxing and Mori hits the
necessary backflips. Never good to see.
Triple kick.
Weaved it perfectly because he went under, so now he has to go for a high kick. Or it's a medium kick, but high in terms of his head was just there. So he baited him into that. That allows him to put his foot up here, and he can already preemptively counter this joint before he even gets there. And you see how Silhouette is still there? This nigga really thought he was going to hit that.
Countered with a foot to the face. Alright. Realize that he has no socks, not even shoes.
And think about the amount of strength this nigga has to have. Because Jim Mori is in the middle of like combos and kicks. He had running momentum. This man is on one leg, and he with one kick countered all of that momentum.
Not even slides. At least the other dude has slides. But barefoot to the face to Sun Wukong is wild work. And he's still talking crazy while stomping him out. Morty couldn't let that slide, so he throws a double dragon attack. But Naruto counters with a fire attack. At this point, they just throwing random powers into the mix of the show for real. This is no longer just about hands. Well, that's plot for you. And Morty gets on all fours again. Not once, but twice in 2 minutes. That's crazy. And Naruto is continuing to talk crap to Mori. Even said, no matter how hard you try, you can never beat me. Look at Morty's eyes. He has never took this many L's ever in his life. He even looks astonished himself. By the look on his face, you can tell he is contemplating how he's getting whooped right now. Tragic. This is basically you playing Sparking Zero against a Z-Rake, and they have a combo with you mid-combo just to tell you you're trash. That's why I'm glad they do not have mics. And if they do, that's tough. You might as well just turn off the game at this point. Matter of fact, return the game and your console after taking that diabolical L. Morty is getting fried. He flips you over, then smacks you to the face and fried.
He didn't look at him. Once again, he just switched stances. Hella reckless in a fight. He gets back into stance while he's throwing his attack.
Flips you over.
His flip. He's not looking, bro. He just looked at the camera, bro. He just looked at your friends in the crowd. He just pulled a Michael B. Jordan when he was whooping on T'Challa, bro. Is this your king? He literally just fried you. He's looking at us. It's our MC. He's looking at us. Stop him.
Smacks you to the face. And also, his hood never came off the entire time.
Falling back.
Morty, you're the main character. Please lock in.
Do something.
He's putting you in a blender. Oh wait, he got a flashback. This can only go one way since you're the main character. And when I tell you, plot kicked in like never before, oh trust me, watch what he does. Naruto kicks him to the face, but he counters him with an air chop. Do you realize what he just did? He just stole her bag. Look at this thing.
Not only that, his expression changed because he's locked in on some Goku, but he didn't just tank the kick. He knew where the kick was going to come from, so he could perfectly counter and reduce the damage that he took. So it's similar to a parry. It just looked like he ate it. It's tough.
Ants. He took her bag mid-fight. Naruto kicks him in the face, but he eats it like it's fried chicken.
He parried it again.
And he eats it.
Why do you think his body went back like that? He's doing the parries in a way where he can gain the most aura possible.
Him with a sword technique again. Naruto hits him again, but he eats it like it's
Daily
Chinese food this
grabbing the
time.
jacket.
Alright, stop.
Oh,
Look at
Oh,
the
yeah, the
stance. Who does this remind you of?
Yo, that kind of look like Yuji from JJK, don't it?
What? No. Fred. Shut up, bro. Bro, that's Hans Black Tortoise,
Hey.
and he counters the kick. They get back to boxing, and this junk was
just stealing.
elegant.
Us.
Peep this sequence right here. Naruto blocks the kick, then counters back with the left foot. Then they clash. This is beautiful hand-to-hand combat right here. It's almost as good as Naruto. Almost. I don't know what's going on outside, but they high-key going crazy. Animator was doing their job for real this episode because the scene
Well,
cuts
they're
right
getting
back
after
into
the
the
end.
fight. Man, give it up for the animators on this one for real. They both hit each other with an uppercut, and
Oh,
then
whiff
Jin
punish
Mori
is
comes up
doing.
with a new move on the spot,
Yeah.
and they hit each other with a clash. Naruto is on the floor, and the fight is over. You can't
My
be
turn,
serious.
Hey,
Get
bruh.
2 breakfast sandwiches.
Look, Mori sat there and used plot, bro. So my boy just using plot as well. You feel me? It's only fair play, bro. They going plot for plot right now. Pen for pen. You feel me?
Is that Baryon mode? There's no way Naruto got his inspiration from this. The form is so broken, Morty can't even touch him. So I guess we just give him plot to anyone now. If anybody can attain plot in this show, where was plot when Ace got cooked at Marineford?
It's not a
Okay,
spoiler,
spoilers much. I didn't even get caught up to the episode yet, bro.
Oh, you ain't see it? Dang, Fred. My fault, bro.
Late, bro.
It's all good, man. Just next time when you say something.
Anyways, who cares? Back to the video. Morty gets kneed 30 feet into the air, and Naruto just starts going crazy. He's hitting him with just airwaves. Got that man floating like he's Gojo. I'm sick. Bro even tried another special attack, but that didn't even work, and he's on all fours again. Dog, this is the third time you are on all fours. I can't keep defending.
It's a nice detail. There are like tails in the tail. Yeah, I can see that. Like the red ones and the yellow tails. I can't tell. I mean, I guess all the tails are red except for that one that originates with yellow. But that joint tough.
Defending you like this. Now I can't lie, they get back to boxing, and even in Baryon mode, Mori is able to hang with him. That's crazy. Sun Wukong low key nice. Wait, hold on. Y'all see this? Y'all don't be peeping what I be peeping. The fight is about to come to an end, and we see plot armor go crazy again. Mori gets a flashback, and remember he's Sun Wukong, and gets a power boost. He floats Naruto up in the air, and then hits him with a great.
No, that
Gets
he
a power
actually
boost.
has him in the
He
air
floats
like
Naruto
Gojo,
up in the air,
Gomenai.
and then hits him with a great giant hand. And the fight ends right there. Low key,
Took that hood off.
that's the vid. There is one more fight, but I'm gonna save that for another day. If you made it to the end, you were a real one. High key, there's only been one season of this, and I'm gonna need more, Mappa. You need to.
Hold on. Amazon sent me a refund notice, guys. Nice. Hold on.
To lock in. It's been like 5 years, gang. Please.
Alright, well that was God of High School's Pure Hands by our boy F Taro. Make sure y'all boys like. I already done did that. Comment if you got something to say. You feel me? You got something helpful for the community that I hope you get the 3 good deeds you gotta do by the end of the day out the way. At least one of them. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit this bell, man. For your boy Sly. Check out the link in the description. Every vid's description, we got the com in there. So come join the Real Republic. And make sure you have notifications turned on for stream. We're going up. I would hate to see you miss the movement. But without any further ado, make sure you drink some water. I'm all out. I've been drinking it throughout this vid. Make sure you get some vitamin D. And that'll be it, man. Peace. That was a week. Hold on. What that strange be doing? Peace. Oh, that was trash too. Hold on. Peace. That was trash too. Hold on. Peace.